G'day folks, it's DIY Guy 123 here bringing you another do-it-yourself video. I'm going to show you how to use a NanoVNA to sweep the SWR along your antenna spectrum. So let's get into it. And I have an end-fed half wave that's in an inverted square orientation. So basically the very end of it goes up in the air and then is suspended along and then hangs down here. And the feed point is very close to the ground. So here is the feed point. Let's assume that it's calibrated. First thing you're going to do is disconnect the coax cable from the back of your radio and connect it into the NanoVNA. Now in my case I have it running through a switch, and so my NanoVNA connection will go to that switch, which heads out to the coax, which heads out to the antenna. And then you turn the NanoVNA on using the switch on the top. So when you turn it on, you get a whole bunch of mess of stuff. So if you click anywhere in the display, it brings up the menu. And if you click stimulus, you can hit the start. And this is the start frequency. And I'll pick 1.8 megahertz for the start of the HF frequency. And then stop for 30 megahertz for the end of the HF frequency. And you can see on the bottom left, it's 1.8, and the bottom right, it's 30. Now let's clean this up a little bit. I don't so much care about the Smith plot or any other things like that. I only want the SWR reading. So go into display and trace, and you'll notice I've got yellow, green, teal, and fuchsia text. Well, I only want to get it down to a single line, so I'm going to take away all but one. So you notice the big mess of fuchsia. If I click trace 3 twice, it gets rid of that. See the green here? If I click trace 2 twice, it gets rid of that. And as I'm getting rid of these traces, the text identifiers at the top of the screen, they reduce as well. Let's get rid of trace 1, so I'm left with trace 0. Now, if I back out of there and click format, I want SWR. So now I'm showing SWR, and you also need to pick play channel, and you want S11 reflected. So now it is showing the SWR. I've got a really high SWR rate now, and the graph is going off of the screen. So how do we fix that? Let's click display and scale, and the top scale is where I'm having a problem. I'm going to pick 4. There, that's the best graph. And I can drag this yellow cursor. See at the end of my guitar pick, I can drag that along there to see the SWR. So if I check, I've got SWRs as low as 1.2, 1.1, 1.1. And so I could zoom in and change the scale and change the start and stop frequency to really dial those in. But I want to show you something else. There's an application that you can use with NanoVNA, and it shows you all the same information, but it's a little bit more flexible. When you scroll along up in the top right here, it will show you the SWR values. And I've also got the ham radio bands highlighted in gray, so it just kind of draws your eyes to, okay, this antenna is tuned for its lowest SWR on the lowest part of this band, the 80 meter band. This one has as low an SWR as 1.4 something, but it's in the very bottom of the band. And if you look at the top of the 80 meter band, we're all the way up to 2.5. So depending on where you want to transmit, if you want to be a CW or data type person, you're going to be down lower in the band. And if you're doing voice, you're going to be in the higher part of the band. So you may wish to tune your antenna accordingly. So here we are zoomed in a little bit, and you can see on each of the bands, I'm too high. Now it's not going to be linear, right? If I move this down a few kilohertz, it's not necessarily going to move these other nulls the exact same amount of spectrum. But basically here's 20 and here's 40 meters, and those are my most interesting ones, and they're both too high. So I'm going to tune this down to optimize 20 and 40, and we'll be back at you. So if you want the SWR curve to move lower in frequency, so basically the red line shifting that way, you have to lengthen the antenna. Okay, so here we are at the far end of the end-fed half wave, and it comes down to the ground, and I really just have just enough. It's only about a foot off of the ground, and I lengthened this piece of wire a bit. I mean, it goes to show you that it's always better to give yourself some insurance. I did not cut this wire when I got the antenna installed it the first time. I just tuned it for length and then wrapped it around and left it like that. So today I was able to unwind it and give it about maybe 6 more inches, and that shifted the SWR curve to the left. So basically moved it so that the SWR curve moved lower in the spectrum. Let's go see what it looks like. We're more or less in the middle of the voice portion, maybe a little bit high. The lowest SWR value moved down 100 kilohertz or more. And so I'm happy with that. That was the 40 meter band. If we look at the 20 meter band, the lowest SWR is in about the middle of the voice portion. There's 14.2. Yeah, that's right in the middle of the voice portion. So I'm happy with that. And even at the far ends of the 20 meter band, we're looking at SWR of 1.1 up as high as 1.3. So anywhere in the 20 meter band, it's very good. And in the 40 meter band, as high as from 1.1 on the top end of it to 1.45 on the bottom end. So all of that is good.
Thank you very much for coming back to my call. You're peaking about a 5 and 8 at the moment. I got you about 5 and 8. It's the first time we worked looking at my log. And what's the name over? The handle is Eddie Echo Delta Delta Yankee.